Hello everyone, so Klaus here, and today we're gonna review some Agori set from 2009. So the Agori are what kind of replace the Matter one, because in terms of size, not really in terms of wall, because they're kind of, I think, more mature than the Matter one in some kind of way, but still they replace the Matter one in terms of size and in terms of little box or of little set from 2009. So yeah, the Agori, I'm gonna review two of them in this review, and it will be Berix, the blue one, yeah, and then Tarduk, the green one. So they're really famous character because Berix was kind of famous in the movie. It was really one of the funny guy, if I can say so, because he makes some there were some jokes between him and Kina. And also Tarduk really is famous because he appeared in his own serial, if I can say so, the Riddle of the Great Beings. And yeah, so that's kind of two important characters in the storyline, and we're gonna see what if they worth it in sets. So anyway, here's the box canisters. Why? Because it will use the same kind of box as the Matter from 2008. It also will use some parts, but we're gonna see that later. So it will use the canisters in terms of this plastic part, as you can see here, which is the same but recolored, of course, with the Matter one. So as you can see, it's in lime green this time, and here it's blue because it's a Berix and it's a blue guy. So yeah, anyway, we find again this plastic parts, and here of course the cardboard parts at the middle between the two plastic parts anyway. So you can see on the upper side it's just written Bionicle, so it's exactly the same canisters but just with some different image. And as you can see, we find the background this time. We do not have some natural background like the previous year from 2006. This time we have a special background. So for example, you've got some waterfall behind him, and yeah, also you got all the steps which are kind of remnant, because they, as you can clearly see, you have steps on every background, but still here you got some image of jungle. So yeah, the background from the first wave of 2009 was really nice because it really shows you the region of Baromania, what it looks like and stuff like that. Really looks a paradisiac stuff, not too futuristic. So yeah, it's really nice. On the side, you got Bionicle written here. It's the same for the other side. And on the back, you got tons of information, the bio code, and also some other parts of the Agori. So nothing really interesting here, seriously. If you just have, you just have to know that the background is really a nice one, really a well-made one. So it's quite nice for this box. So yeah, they're really colorful. So they really, it really, I think, you will really see them in the supermarket or in the toy store. They will really catch your attention. So here we go with the set. Oh yeah, excuse me, I haven't shown the booklet yet. It's in the booklet, but it's not really that important because they're kind of the same. So I'm just gonna show you the two ones. So here's Tarduk and Berix. And what is inside is quite the same. Of course, the instruction changed because they are not really exactly the same guys. They are not really that cloned. But on each of the Agori got these little posters which shows the Agoris and Glatorian side by side. So, of course, with regions, so for example, Struck and Struck and Meteus, Vorux and Zesk. Excuse me. I think it's called Tawix and Berix, and stuff like that. And yeah, well, now we're gonna talk about the set, the most interesting part. So here's Berix and here's Tarduk. Yeah, so like that, I think. So as you can see, the color scheme on Berix is normal blue, so some galley blue, so from the first years, some light blue, some gold, some silvers, and also some dark blue, so really full of color, and also some light yellow, some trans yellow. So yeah, really nice trans yellow or trans neon green. I do not really know. I think it's maybe trans neon green. I don't know. So yeah, it's really a nice colorful little guys, but that's the case with I think all the Matter one, all the Agori of 2009. And also Tarduk got some lime green and some dark green, and that's quite all. And for his eyes, he's got some also some trans orange, because this color is really used everywhere. So anyway, I think that's quite all. We're gonna begin with Berix first, so the little blue guy. So here it is. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put off the weapon just to show you how it works in a way, but we're gonna see that it's really kind of in fact, yeah, it's the same frame and the same part as the Matter of 2008, but just recolored. But recolored in some really nice colors. So here it is. So as you can see, you've got this type of frame. So this is the one which is, I think, the most common one, because it's not the one Tarduk got. We're gonna see that later. But Tarduk got the frame, which means that his head is inside, is kind of under the shoulder, yeah. But so this is not this frame, and you can see it's recolored in the normal blue, so kind of nice. Also, the arms are this 90 degrees bended part, so of course it's not articulated, it's just two ball joint parts. Not ball joint plus a connector part, but I mean that the arms is on two ball joints. And for the legs, it's different this time, so it's not 4 times the same parts, unlike Meteors, for example. But we got this part, which was released in, I think, Solak. Yeah, so like the white guy of 2008, but in light blue also. So really nice recolors of light blue, because I think there wasn't any light blue recolors on 2008. Yeah, because apart the 6 Meta ones, there were just 2 others. There was one with Vultras, but it was mainly red, dark red, and also there was Mazeka, but also it was really kind of a Solek clone anyway. So as you can see, you still have this new recolored part. For the hands, which are of course new parts from 2009. We got some normal blue, so that's also some nice recolors. I think that the light blue would be maybe reused. Oh no. Well, yeah, Lego really impressed me with this recolored ends, because it's recolored in the 3 types of color. Because I think that on Tarduk, excuse me, the canister from the first wave, it's in dark blue, and on Kina it's in light blue. So they do they did the 3 colors, the 3 blue shade in this year. So that's really nice. And well, yeah, excuse me, one interesting fact is the legs, which are some older legs, so old school, and of course they are the same from 2008, so you can clearly see that from this little part right here. And they're in dark blue finally, so that's kind of nice to have some old parts in some new colors, so in dark blue, so it's really an interesting part. So in fact, this set is really full of new parts, of 2 interesting parts, and it's not finished, because you can see the head, so the Glatorian head, you can clearly see the robotic face here is in light, yeah, I think it's really trans yellow, I think, yeah, maybe. And it's quite rare, because the trans yellow is just trans yellow, excuse me, is just used on the blue guy. So in fact, you just have 3 head colors like that. I do not count, excuse me, the Titan set, because I do not know if there are some yellow heads in there, but maybe. So anyway, here's the helmet, which is kind of nice. Also, it's mainly light blue with some blue fade on the front part. And it's really, yeah, some water shape right here on the back. So it's like this 2009 helmet, which go really back on all this. Yeah, they really go back. So of course it's kind of like Atacus and the Squall. And yeah, it's really an helmet, and that's why I like this, because it, as you can see, it just covers the upper part of the head. It does not cover the mouth, or it doesn't totally cover the mouth or the eyes or stuff like that. So yeah, it's a kind of Meteus helmet I like, because yeah, it does not cover all the parts like the old mask. So it really shows a difference between the helmet and the mask from the previous years. So I really like this one, and also it will be recolored for Akara. Then we're gonna add some little fire sword, but not really no fire sword, because this is a Tarduk fire sword, the Tarduk older fire sword, so it's really interesting part in light blue. I think I will prefer if this was with some little fade, because it's just light blue, so I would have preferred some light blue with some blue fade like the helmet, for example, because I do not know, it's kind of a weird stuff, but still. And then we're gonna add some little hose pipe from the Maui series here and on the back, so really simple, it just put all together really well. And then, excuse me, so oh yeah, it seems it's got his yeah, I'm gonna just add this like it's put on the box, not in the instruction booklet, because I do not remember. And here's got his little shield, which is made with 2 chronicler staff in yellow Butaka, and it was already yellow Butaka, just gold, excuse me, just gold. And it was, yeah, I think already released in Butaka, this part. So I think it's as part of the of the lower arms. So here it is. So yeah, for the articulation, in fact, of course, it's kind of, you've got 2 points of articulation per arms and legs, but of course because it's already bended at 90 degrees, excuse me, it kind of block. The host part doesn't really block, so it's kind of nice because it follows the movement perfectly. It does not block anywhere, so it's kind of nice. And the arms of the legs, of course, are more articulated in some way than this part because they are less bended, in my opinion. So you can still do some nice crouch pose like that. And use the shield like this. So yeah, it's one of those characters with one shield and one sword, so it's like Guan Yu and Metis. And I think that's quite all. Of course, I'm going to show him back later. Then we're going to talk about Tarduk, excuse me, so the green guy. So as you can clearly see, it's kind of a weird shape because it's more like a 4-legged shape, so it's not really like Zesk, which is also some 4-legged creatures, but it's more like a monkey or gorilla, if I can say, because it's really got some big front arms and little rear legs. So it's really like, if you look on the side, it's really like a gorilla with big arms on the front and little legs. So yeah, it's kind of a monkey shape and it's quite nicely done. So I'm gonna put this in his. You can also put him, as you can see, in his on some 2-legged form also. So you're not yeah, it's not like Zesk. This time you can also put him like that, but of course you can make him 4-legged. So you can see for the parts, in fact it's all new parts because I think, yeah, in fact it's all new parts because remember with Tanman 2008 we just got some lime green arms and legs, excuse me, yeah. So this time it's all in dark green, yeah. So it's the same part as Tama in fact, but this time also is in some reverse way because remember this part on Tama was used as arms and this one as legs. This time it's this one as arms and this one as legs anyway. So as you can see, it's all in dark green. So really new, interesting, recolored. The same for the body shape, which is the second body shape as I've told earlier. So with the head here and not under the shoulder parts, if I can say so. Also, what have we got? Yeah, we got 4 of these on US clothes, so really old school parts, which were already released in lime green in the New Roma sets from 2001. So it's really really back in time. So it's really nice to have 4 of them in some little set anyway. Just gonna put off here the helmet, and also you got the head, which is in trans orange. So of course you got the 1, 2, and 3 axle all on the side, and also the upper part, of course. And so it means you can also put the head like that if you want to put some older mask anyway. But of course you will have some eyes, but not really a face because it's not really face shape on this part. And also we got some Marutoran's dagger in lime green, and I think that's quite new. Maybe not really new because it was maybe reused in the Power Miners theme from 2009, but still for the Bionicle I think it's quite new. So we got 2 of them on the side, and that's quite nice for the little decoration and stuff like that. It's make him less plain, just less plain, yeah. And yeah, you have the mask, the helmet itself, which is kind of nice and also weird at the same time because it's really blocky. If you look on this direction, it's really what I mean, really one surface. As you can see, it's also really, there's not really that tons of surface and forms and stuff like that. It's really flat. Yeah, that's the word I search. And then also you can see really go back all the way back. Yeah, so it's kind of like the it's also one of the most used stuff in the 2009 helmet, is the fact that they decided to make some long helmet on this side, so it will also be used on attackers, for example. And you can see you still got some mechanical details like this little one right here, so it's kind of nice. And this can also, I think, used as, for example, some clothes, if you put this like that and use this as clothes or some tails. So I think you can do really tons of stuff with this little kind of swan shaped helmet. And of course it covers all the surface this time, so it's not like Berix. And here we go. So of course articulation are kind of limited on this part, but not really on this one. And you can still do some pose, in my opinion. So it's yeah, you can have some fun because also on this one, it's not like he's forced to stay on the 4-leg like Zesk. He can also do some 2-leg pose, so it's kind of nice. Again, also the head is kind of limited because yeah, it can look down and up, but not really on the side. Oh, still, yeah, it can still look on the side. So yeah, just forgot what I said. it can still look on the side, so kind of nice. So yeah, it's kind of really a dark guy with his weird mask and all his clothes. So yeah, I think that's a quite nice set because it has two functions. A four-legged one, it's kind of unique in fact because Ranu, Metus, and Berix are kind of two-leg guy with some shield and some sword, and this time he's really got four-legged and can be also he got some clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of the most original of the 6 meter one. Maybe Zesk is the most original because of his new frame or this kind of modified frame, but still I think Tarduk is quite nice. So I think that's quite all with these two guys. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe try to show you the head of Berix. So yeah, as you have seen, tons of also nice recolors on the two sets this time. So you have also nice recolors on this one and on this one. On this one, you still have some nice weapon also. So it can be useful. Also, the head is in trans yellow or trans neon green, I don't really know. So it's quite useful for those who want to knock and do not want just tons of trans orange heads. Excuse me. So this one you got tons of clothes and little parts like that. So yeah, only two useful sets for these parts, and also not only the parts but also the overall design is pretty nice. So this time you got Horsepipe with the sword, which is really nice design, little shield also. I especially like the two helmets of this guy, especially this one because it shows mouth and stuff like that. And also, this guy's Tarduk got really a nice design with his four-leg stuff, and it can still be still his monkey pose and stuff like that. So yeah, there are really two nice little sets, and I think I can also advise you them. I can also advise you to buy some of this, or at least just one of them. Of course, I don't want to mean because they're worth it anyway, in my opinion. And they do not really have any drawbacks, and yeah, they're quite as good as Metus, if not even better than Metus and Wanu anyway. So yeah, quite two little nice guy again, but I still hope also you have made your own opinion with this review, and you can say if you like his kind of unique style or more like the classical style of Berix with his kind of nice recolored old school parts like the tail sword or like his old outfit. But hey, Tarduk also got some old school parts like the onions clothes. So still anyway, it's all up to you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review and see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye!